Hi, this is Yvonne Evers. I'm the founder and CEO of SUCCESSIONapp, an online software solution used to help boards and executives create succession plans to ensure smooth and successful transitions. I'm here today to provide a quick demo of my CEO and management module of SUCCESSIONapp. SUCCESSIONapp can also be used for board and board leadership succession, but today we're really going to focus on CEO and management. This software can be used for any level of management within the organization. I have clients who are using it for 20 plus positions. I have one potential client asking if it could be used for 100 plus positions. Absolutely, it has the capability of doing that. What you see on your screen is the landing page after you get into the software online. And what I want to say up front too is if you're going to use this for more than one job within your organization, usually there is a site administrator that is designated. This is usually an HR person within your organization, and they have the ability in the software to create the titles of the new plans, and then also there's security built in so that they can determine which people within your organization have access to which succession plan. So there's a lot of security built in as well. So on the landing page, a lot of the general information about your organization. And then what I've also done is included an emergency succession and planned succession process. Both of these are templates that you can easily edit for your use. The first step in creating a succession plan, and we're going to do one for a CEO up here, is to pick the competencies that you would look for in a new CEO. So we click on the competency tab, and what I've done is you can easily pick from suggested competencies. If you pick on one of these, you have the name and the description of the competency created, and that's what I've done here. You would also then determine whether the competency is critical or desirable. Critical means that the potential successor has to have that competency in order to be a successor. Desirable means it would be really nice to have that competency, but it's not critical. If there are other competencies that you think are important for the role that you're working on, and you don't see them in the competencies from suggestions, you can just click on New Competency. It will give you a space to create your own title and put in your own description. So after you've determined what the competencies are, you then have to determine if you have potential successors and who they might be. So you click on the Candidates tab, click on New/Potential Candidate, put in their first and last name, and then their title, position, start date, comes up as a calendar, whether they're an emergency successor or not for that role, and then all of the competencies are listed along the top. And you would then rate each of these potential successors on each of these competencies on a scale of 0 to 10. And down here, 0 is no skill, 5 is incomplete skill, and 10 is fully skilled. So after you've rated each of the potential successors on the competencies, you can go to the Succession Plan tab, and it'll give you an overall view of how ready these potential successors are. There's an overall readiness score up here in the first row, and it's presented in numerical format as well as color-coded so you can easily see what they have to work on. Down here, your emergency successor is also shown. So the next step, after you've chosen the competencies, you've picked the potential successors, you've rated them to see where their gaps are, you then have to put together a development plan. So the development plan, you click on the Development Plan tab. It lists the areas needing improvement from the area rated the lowest to the area needing improvement that was rated the highest. And you would be able to pick one or two of these competencies for them to focus on over the next year. Then you go to the development plan column, click on that box, and actually put in action steps that you want them to take. This will become part of their development plan. After you've put together the development plan, the last step of putting a succession plan together is to click on the Contacts tab. What clients have asked me for in the software is there a way that we can have the ability to store somewhere all the names of the people and the contact information of the people who we would have to contact if this person leaves? And you can easily do that here. You just click on New Contact, enter the information. This is a live email, so you just can click on the email if you have all the emails and send out a quick email saying this person has resigned. This is your new contact person. Then we go back to the details page because that's really all the information that you have to enter into the software before you're ready to go. The next step is to create reports, and we have a full succession plan report which comes up in PDF format, so it's easily printable or savable. And you see the basic organizational information first, your emergency succession process, your planned succession process, then all the competencies for the CEO role, the potential successors and how they were rated, your overall readiness table, your development plans for each person, and then your contacts. People have also asked, could I have a summary report that doesn't show all of the ratings for all the potential successors? So maybe I'll use that if I have a board that I have to report to, or if I have examiners or auditors that want to see our plan. And we've put together a board report that does just that. And then there is a potential successor report for each. There's a customized report for each potential successor. So they're listed here. And let's click on Mary Johnson, for example. And I'll show you what each potential successor would see then. Again, overall organizational information, and then the competencies for the role, and then how they rated on each of the competencies, and then their development plan. So you would have that for each of the successors within your organization. So that kind of wraps up a quick demo of the CEO management module of SUCCESSIONapp. If you have any further questions, I'd be happy to answer those. You can contact me at Yvonne@successionapp.com. Yvonne, Y-V-O-N-N-E, @successionapp.com. Thank you so much for attending today. I hope to hear from you.